Hi, everybody. Dan Illman, Mike Beer. The DRF race of the day for Sunday, December the 6th is race number 5 at Los Alamitos. Let's throw up the field for the Grade 3 Bayakoa Stakes. We're going a mile and a 16th for fillies and mares. Download those free Formulator Pass performances on the Race of the Day event page at DRF.com and handicap along with us. Only a field of 6, Mike, but I think it's a pretty evenly matched group. Your morning line favorite is the 4 Stellar Sound, a horse that doesn't race very often, but she shows up when she does.
I guess she's the horse to beat, Dan, based off of that last race where they brought her back off the layoff first time for Michael McCarthy. That was a pretty impressive win.
Let's throw up the Timeform US Pace Projector. Now, our friends at Timeform US, they have this race classified as a blue bar scenario, which means that it might favor horses on or near the early lead, and the 1 Miss Stormy D is expected to make the front from the inside, showing fresh speed. But I would expect the 5 Message to be close.
Yeah, I thought Message would be close. I don't think the likely favorite Stellar Sound will be far away either, Dan. But I can certainly see the 1 making the lead in here. She ran very well last time right on the front.
And let's watch that race right now on February the 29th. She swings into the stretch. This race kind of came out of nowhere, at least from a Beyer speed figure standpoint. 94 Beyer on the lead, just dominating that field. Usually, sharp horses don't go away for a long time unless there's a physical problem. It'll be interesting to see how Carla Gaines has this one off the bench.
Yeah, that's the real issue with her. The long layoff following an impressive win like that. But, if nothing else, since this horse switched to dirt late last year, her form has really picked up. Even her dirt debut, Dan, which was a sprint race, 87 Beyer for an easy win that day. She came back with a 94 last time. I mean, I thought it was, pretty easy to make a case for this horse if she's ready off the layoff, and that's the real question.
Blue Diva, the number 2, is a stakes winner over the Tapeta surface at Golden Gate Fields. She has won on dirt, but my feeling is she might be slightly better on turf and synthetic. Let's watch her last race on October the 16th at Golden Gate. She's going to come rallying mildly on the outside for third. The winner of this race, Never Be Enough, in very sharp form, would come back to win again. The Catherine Crosby on turf at Del Mar with an 86 Beyer. 4-1 on the morning line for me seems a little bit light for a filly that could be pace compromised.
Yeah, I don't see her being 4-1 in this race, and she's a terrible bet if she is 4-1 in this race. I mean, her dirt form just doesn't really stack up with these horses, Dan. It feels like she's going to be a much longer price than that.
Another horse switching surfaces is the 3 Donut Girl, who goes turf to dirt in sharp form. She beat Calbred's last time out. Now, the last time she raced on dirt, she was just completely overmatched in the Grade 2 Great Lady M against the likes of Sneaking Out and Bellafina, horses that would come back and earn 96 Beyers in graded stakes. That being said, she's stepping up in class and facing a world tougher here.
Yeah, stepping way up. And her dirt form is mostly sprint, Dan, so it's kind of hard to get her gauge. And I mean, I guess she likes a wet track, which she seems unlikely to get. But, another horse in here who feels like her dirt form just doesn't match up.
Stellar Sound, the number 4, is a well-bred daughter of Tappet, who earned a graded placing when well beaten by Venetian Harbor back on February the 8th. She went to the sidelines for a long time. She came back in this race against older horses on October the 2nd, and she didn't break very well. It's kind of a theme with Stellar Sound, but she was able to get up close to the pace, and she's just putting them away under merely hands and heels urging. 90 Beyer speed figure for a lightly raced filly who then went to the sidelines again, working quickly for Michael McCarthy.
I mean, that was a really impressive win last time. I mean, her races for Baffert early on were okay, but she clearly took a big step forward last time. Didn't look that easy to handle early in that race, Dan, but once she settled into stride, she buried that field. That was a very impressive win.
Another horse coming off a minor layoff is the 5 Message. Well, she hasn't been out since the summer, so I guess it's fairly significant. This one goes out for Baffert. Let's watch her most recent start. It was the Tranquility Lake at Del Mar, and she and Proud Emma really hook it up, and they throw it down in the stretch with a dead heat finish. Message closer to the inside. I like this filly's tactical speed.
Yeah, she can get the right trip in this race. That was, one of the better races that she had run last time. Then she got a very fortunate head bob there on the wire to get a share of the win there, because Proud Emma had a head in front for most of the stretch. Game to get a share there, with Baffert, you're probably taking the worst of it as far as the wagering goes. And at the end of the day, and, as far as I'm concerned, she only really has one race that gives her a real chance in here, and that was a long time ago.
Let's take a look at our top picks for the Bayakoa. You're going with the 6 Proud Emma, who dead heated with Message in that spot, and then was just in too tough against the very promising 3-year-old Harvest Moon in the Zenyatta. And then they tried her on turf, and I would just completely draw a line through that race. That is not her surface at all. I think she's going to sit the right trip in here in the second flight.
Yeah, we'll see if she can get a trip. That to me is sort of the key with her. I mean, obviously she's going to have to get faster, assuming that Stellar Sound shows up with her good race, and then the horse down on the rail comes back with anything like her good race off the layoff. This horse will probably have to improve to win. I just have a little thing for her, Dan. I liked her early on as a horse when they started her out late as a 2-year-old. As soon as they stretched her out, I just thought she got good. I liked some of her races. She hasn't necessarily gotten faster, which is the only concern for me, but I actually feel like she fits pretty well in this field, and I thought she'd be a price.
9-2 on the morning line for Proud Emma, and I think that's a fair price to be sure. Mike's going 4, 1, 6, and 5. I'm curious to see if Stellar Sound can stay sound, because if she does and she runs her last race, I think she wins, and I think she could be a pretty decent 4-year-old on the West Coast next year. 4, 1, 6, 5 for me. Again, 6, 4, 1, 5 for Mike. It's the Grade 3 Bayakoa, your Sunday race of the day. Approximate post time is 2:28 Pacific. Good luck.